if I was asking whether this is we are talking about somebody else. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome once again to today's event. So good to see most of us that were here yesterday. It shows that we are gaining value because if we are not gaining value, we won't come back. So we'll go right into what we have today. That's unlocking insights, data analytics, and visualization. So while the first speaker was saying, talking about the speech, there was something that he kept mentioning. There was this word he kept mentioning. While we go about AI will take over our job, AI is the future, there's a word that keeps resonating. Who knows the word?
Data.
Data. Without data, do you think that AI can do all of these things that it's doing? The only thing that AI is good at is extrapolating data. Like, you feed it so much that it has a lot to talk about. I can go to my ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to write an info about me, and ChatGPT gets my name correctly, my department, my level. Because I've been interacting with it for for a very long time. So this is data. So now what is data actually? Keep hearing about data. What is data? Anybody? We want it to be an interactive class because at the end of the session, we're going to do a little hands-on practice. So I'll be asking questions, and please, if you know the answer, just raise your hand. I think we have two mic. Do we?
Yeah.
Okay. So who knows what data is? Data. Okay, she's asking. She wants to answer. Okay, and raw information. Okay, information. Data is information. Do you know what is information? Process. Okay, that's a good attempt. Who else?
Data is a real world observation.
Real world observation. I think that's a very close goal. So to be specific, let's not go around. You talk about numbers, you talk about name. Like these are data, the things you see around you is data. It's raw, it's not orderly, it's not processed. So that's why it can't make sense. Most times it's messy. Right? It's when it's processed that it becomes information. You can be able to interpret it. Please, can you put up my slide? So we've talked about data. Remember the topic is what? Unlocking insights, data analytics, and visualization. We are picking it one after the other so that we can flow. What is analytics? If I tell you to analyze something, what do I mean? Let's say, what's the practical example to use about analysis? Analyze the program so far. It means you say one or two about it, right? Okay. So data analytics is when you get data, you should be able to do what? Say one or two things about that data. If it's number, if it's names, if location, department, you should be able to look at the whole setup. It's called a data set, the whole of it, and be able to say that this is something that relates to this or this does not relate to this. And there are steps in doing that. Slide. Okay, please can you go to the table? You're already at the table. So data analytics is the systematic computational analysis of data to discover meaningful patterns, trends, and insights that can inform decision making and improve processes. So this is English. Already broken down, right? So key components, you have data collection, data cleaning and preparation. If you were here yesterday, Miss Helen talked about different professions in data analysis, that's data science and their roles. She talked about data engineers, the ML, the analysts and what they do, right? The engineers collect the data and there are places that they are stored. We use SQL to store and retrieve, right? Spoke about relational database. Am I correct?
Yes.
If you're here yesterday, can you still remember what you taught?
Yes.
So we are building on the knowledge of what we did yesterday. But even if you are not here, don't worry, you won't get lost. We'll carry along. So data collection is, how do you collect data? There are primary sources and secondary sources of data collection. You can go to the hospital and they give you the data of patients. That's primary, you're taking it directly from them. Or you can share questionnaires and people fill. You see students doing their BSc or postgraduate studies and they go about sharing questionnaires and telling you to answer or fill Google Forms. They are collecting data. Those answers they are giving them, they will use it to do what? To analyze and make their conclusions for their project. Now, when you collect it, you don't just keep it. You have to clean and prepare. How do you clean? Clean is to make something. Remove dirt, right? What do you mean when you say that data is dirty? What do you mean? When we say that data is dirty? Any idea? No cross.